I never thought I'd be the one to turn my back on family, but sometimes the wounds run too deep, and the only way forward is to draw a line in the sand. My name's Emily, and this is the story of how I learned that true family isn't about blood, it's about who stands by you when the dust settles. Growing up on our family's sprawling ranch in West Texas, just outside Lubbock, life was a mix of wide-open skies and narrow-minded expectations. The sun baked the earth hard, much like how my parents hardened their views on who deserved love and who didn't. My older sister, Sarah, was the golden girl, the one who could ride a horse like the wind or bake a pie that won blue ribbons at the county fair. And Mom and Dad would cheer like she'd lassoed the moon.
Me?
I was the shadow, the reliable one who mucked out stables before dawn, aced every test at school, and kept the books balanced for the ranch without a word of thanks. Emily's just built that way, Mom would say with a shrug, as if my efforts were as natural as the wind whipping through the cotton fields.
No brass.
No spotlight, just the quiet grind. Sarah reveled in it, bouncing from one whim to the next. She'd start a boutique in town, then quit when it got tough, complaining that the world didn't appreciate her free spirit.
Meanwhile,
I went off to college on scholarships I'd earned myself, studied agribusiness, and came back to manage a co-op for local farmers. Real work, negotiating deals with suppliers, handling loans that could save or sink a family's livelihood. But to my folks, Sarah was the star, and I was the stagehand. That dynamic followed us into adulthood. When Sarah had her son, Tyler, at 25, he became the ranch's little prince. Mom, Barbara, and Dad, Frank, doted on him like he was the second coming. They'd drive hours to his Little League games, buy him the latest gear, and laugh off his tantrums as boys being boys. Then I met Jake. He was a ranch hand turned elementary school teacher in a nearby town, steady, kind-hearted, with a laugh that could cut through the heaviest storm. His students loved him. He'd turn history lessons into adventures about cowboys and outlaws. But to my family, he was just a teacher, too plain for their tastes. They wanted me with some oil baron or cattle magnate, not a guy in dusty boots who valued books over bucks. And Jake came with Lily, his 7-year-old daughter, wide-eyed and fragile after losing her mom to cancer 2 years prior. Lily had this quiet strength, but her eyes held a sorrow that tugged at my soul. She wasn't baggage, she was a gift. We fell in love, all three of us. And when Jake and I married under the big Texas sky, my family treated it like I'd betrayed the bloodline. Why settle for ready-made family? Mom sneered at the reception. Couldn't find someone without the extra load? They saw Lily as an outsider, not the daughter I chose with every beat of my heart. Family gatherings at the ranch were obligatory rituals, barbecues with brisket and beans, where Tyler got endless hugs and Lily got polite nods. Tyler was the real grandkid, heir to the family's affections. Lily clung to her stuffed rabbit, Hopper, a faded, floppy-eared toy her birth mom had given her on her last birthday. It wasn't just a plaything, it was a lifeline, stitched with memories of lullabies and hugs. Hopper went everywhere when Lily felt the world closing in, his worn for a shield against the vastness of loss. But to my family, he was an eyesore. That ratty thing? She's 8 now, time to grow up, Sarah would mutter. Mom would chime in. It's embarrassing, dragging junk around like a security blanket. I should have seen the storm brewing. But hope dies hard in the West, where you learn to weather droughts and pray for rain. We drove out to the ranch one scorching Saturday for the monthly family supper, what they called keeping ties strong, but felt more like parading for approval. Lily brought Hopper, a sure sign her nerves were frayed. The air smelled of mesquite smoke from the grill, and the sunset painted the horizon in oranges and pinks. But inside, tension simmered like a pot about to boil over. Tyler, Sarah's 10-year-old Spitfire, spotted Hopper right away. "What's that mangy bunny? Looks like roadkill." He'd picked up the family's snide remarks, turning them into ammunition. Before Lily could blink, he snatched Hopper and dashed across the yard, waving it like a flag. "Come get it, weirdo!" Lily chased him, her small voice cracking. "Give it back. It's from my mom." Jake yelled for Tyler to stop, but Sarah just laughed it off. Kids will be kids. The chase spilled into the house, knocking over Mom's prized antique vase, a crystal heirloom from her grandmother, worth a small fortune at auction. It shattered on the hardwood floor, shards glittering like fallen stars. In the chaos, Lily grabbed for Hopper, and they tugged like it was a rope in a tug-of-war. Mom burst in from the kitchen, her face thunderous. "What in God's name?" That vase was irreplaceable. She yanked Hopper away, the fabric tearing with a sickening rip. Stuffing tumbled out, and one ear flopped loose. Lily's wail pierced the air. "You broke him," but Mom's eyes were steel. She stared down at my daughter in every way that mattered, and spat. "Your mom's gone.
Kid.
Get over it already." The words hung heavy, sucking the oxygen from the room. Sarah nodded. "Yeah, you're too big for baby toys." Lily crumpled, clutching the pieces, whispering, but it was her last gift. Mom shoved her hands away. "She's been dead years. Stop milking it." Then she tore off the loose ear, balled up Hopper, and tossed him in the trash like yesterday's scraps. "Look at this mess. You ruined my house." Jake scooped Lily up, her sobs shaking her tiny frame. I fished Hopper from the bin, stained but salvageable. "We'll fix him, honey, I promised." My voice steady despite the fury boiling inside. Turning to Mom, I said, "You didn't just trash a toy. You trashed her grief, her right to remember." Mom scoffed. "Drama queen. It's junk." Dad mumbled, "Calm down, folks," but his shame was silent as always. We left that night, the truck kicking up dust on the gravel road, Lily's sniffles the only sound. Back home in our modest house on the edge of town, with the flat Texas plains stretching out like an endless promise, I tucked Lily into bed. Her eyes, red-rimmed.
Serket mine.
"Do they hate me because I miss Mom?" she whispered. My heart twisted like barbed wire.
No.
"Darlin', missing someone you love is the most natural thing in the world. It's what makes us human." Jake sat beside her, his hand gentle on hers. "You're brave, Lily. Your mom would be proud. And no one gets to tell you how to feel." She clutched Hopper's remnants. "What if he's gone forever? Does that mean she's gone too?" "Never," I said. "She's in your heart. In every sunset you watch. In every laugh we share. We'll mend Hopper. But your mom's love? That's unbreakable." After she drifted off, Jake and I sat on the porch, stars twinkling overhead like distant campfires. "We can't let them near her again," he said, his voice low. I nodded, the weight of years crashing down. My family had always played favorites, treating me like the workhorse while Sarah got the glory. I'd funded their whims for too long, the ranch's equipment loans from my savings, Sarah's emergencies that kept her afloat, Tyler's fancy rodeo lessons on my dime. I'd been their safety net, hooked by guilt and blood. No more. That night, under the glow of my laptop, I started severing ties. Canceled the auto payments for the ranch mortgage. Froze the credit cards I'd co-signed for Sarah. Even pulled the plug on the family trip to the Gulf Coast, a beach getaway I'd planned for all of us, thinking sand and waves might bridge the gaps. The silence lasted 2 weeks. A fragile peace. Lily played in the yard, her laughter like rain after drought. I sewed Hopper back together, stitch by stitch, his scars a testament to resilience. When she saw him whole, worn but strong, her smile lit up the room. "He's better now, just like us," I replied. But the storm hit soon after. Mom called first. "Emily, the payment didn't go through. Must be a glitch."
No glitch, Mom.
No more payments. Her pause was sharp as a cactus spine. "How dare you? We're family. Family doesn't shred a child's heart over a vase." I hung up, hands shaking. Sarah was next. "Tyler's rodeo fees bounced. You promised." "I promised a lot of things before you all showed your true colors." Voicemails piled up. Mom's guilt trips about betraying the bloodline. Dad's rare text warning of her health scare from stress. I deleted them, focusing on our little trio, Jake grading papers, Lily drawing wildflowers. Then they targeted Jake, calling his school. He shut them down. Emily's call. I stand by her. Finally, they showed up unannounced, pulling into our driveway in Dad's old pickup. Dust cloud billowing like a warning. Mom stormed in, eyes blazing. "This is unacceptable. Cutting us off over a silly misunderstanding." Misunderstanding? You told an 8-year-old to get over her dead mom. Dad settled into a chair. Uncomfortable. "We raised you, Emily. Put food on the table, roof over your head. And Ivory paid that tenfold. But this isn't about money. It's about protecting Lily." Sarah rolled her eyes. Always the martyr. "Tyler's devastated. No rodeo. No beach. You're punishing a kid. Your kid. Your responsibility." "I won't fund cruelty." Dad tried mediation. "Your mom lost her temper." "We all do." "Forgive and forget," Mom muttered.
Fine.
I overreacted about the rabbit. Happy. It wasn't apology. It was manipulation. Eyes on the wallet, not the wound.
I stood firm.
This isn't one night. It's years of being second best. Of watching you dismiss my life. My family. Now you've done it to Lily. Silence stretched like the Texas horizon. Sarah snapped. "Why drag Tyler into it? He's blood. Lily's my daughter by choice." "That means more." Mom's mask cracked. "She's not yours, Emily. One fight with Jake, and poof, she's gone. But us? We're forever." Jake appeared, face thunderous. "Lily's ours. We're solid. You abandoned Emily long ago." They left in a huff, doors slamming. Peace returned, but unease lingered. Lily came home from school one day.
Pale.
Grandma waited by the fence. Said it's my fault, the fighting, the broken family, because I won't grow up. Rage surged. "Never your fault,
Sweetie.
Adults own their messes." I knew we needed boundaries. In Texas, family law prioritizes kid safety. So, I consulted a lawyer in Lubbock. Filed for a protective order. Clear. Legal. No drama. It barred them from contacting Lily or approaching her school, citing emotional abuse and harassment. The judge, a no-nonsense type with a drawl, approved it quickly. "Family shouldn't mean torment," he said. Copies served. The call stopped for a bit. Then Mom mailed a letter. Flowery words about teaching sharing, how I was cold-hearted for denying them grandkid time. Sarah sent a photo of Tyler's empty saddle, captioning, "Thanks to you." I ignored it, focusing on our rhythm. Jake's stories of school, Lily's art projects. Hopper perched on her bed like a guardian. But doubt crept in under the stars. Was I too harsh? West Texas teaches grit, but also community. Maybe reconciliation was possible if they showed real change. The protective order held like a sturdy fence in a windstorm. But my family tested it like coyotes sniffing for weakness. A week after it was served, Sarah showed up at my co-op office, all teary-eyed and dramatic. Emily, please. Tyler misses his aunt. This is tearing us apart. I kept my desk between us, voice even. The order's clear, no contact. Go through lawyers if you must.
She huffed.
Lawyers? For family? You're turning us into strangers. You did that when you backed Mom's cruelty. She left, but not before whispering, "You'll regret this when we're gone." I reported the visit to my attorney. A warning letter went out, reminding them of penalties, fines, even jail for violations. Life at home bloomed in the quiet. Lily joined a 4-H club, learning to care for rabbits, real ones, fluffy and alive. Like Hopper. But they hop for real, she'd giggle. Jake and I took evening walks, hands linked, talking dreams, expanding the co-op, maybe a small farm of our own. But shadows lingered. I'd catch Lily staring at Hopper, fingers tracing his seams. "Do you think Grandma's sorry?" she'd ask. "Maybe someday," I'd say, hoping it true. Then came the curveball. A package arrived, unmarked. Inside, a brand new stuffed rabbit, shiny and store-bought, with a note from Mom. Better than that old rag. Time to move on. It was a jab, disguised as kindness. Lily eyed it warily. "It's not Hopper. We donated it." But the intrusion stung. Digging deeper, I uncovered family secrets that added a Trin-Tam twist to our drama. Going through old ranch papers I'd stored, tax docs, deeds, I found discrepancies. Dad had borrowed against the property years ago, using my name on some loans without full disclosure. Nothing illegal, but shady, especially since I'd covered payments blindly. My lawyer reviewed. It's leverage, but use it wisely. I confronted Dad via email, neutral, factual. "Clear my name from these, or I'll pursue legal remedies." His reply, "Family business. Don't air dirty laundry." But he complied, quietly refinancing. It felt like peeling back layers of a rotten onion, revealing how entitlement had rotted the core. Sarah escalated next, posting vague social media rants on local groups. When family turns on you over nothing. Comments piled up, small-town gossip spreads like wildfire. Friends called.
Concerned.
"Everything okay?" I stayed silent.
Letting truth stand.
But when a concerned citizen tipped off Child Services Anonymous. But I suspected Sarah, a social worker visited. Report of family conflict affecting a minor. We cooperated fully. Showed the order. Lily's school records, straight A's. Happy kid. Therapist notes, we'd started sessions for her grief. The worker left satisfied. "Sounds like you're protecting her well." It was cleared. But the invasion fueled my resolve. In Texas, false reports can backfire. My lawyer sent cease and desist letters. Warning of defamation suits. High drama peaked at the county fair, a West Texas staple, with rodeos, funnel cakes, and community ties. We went for Lily's 4-H exhibit. She won a ribbon for her rabbit project. But there they were, Mom,
Dad,
Sarah, Tyler. Eyes met across the crowd. Mom approached, voice sweet as pecan pie. "Lily, honey, look how you've grown." Lily froze, clutching my hand. Jake stepped in. "Back off, orders in place." Security intervened. They left grumbling. Later, Tyler sidled up alone. Aunt Emily? Mom says you're mad at me. His eyes were genuine.
Confused.
Not you?
Buddy.
Adults messed up. He nodded, scampering off. That tugged at me, kids caught in crossfire. Nights brought reflection under the vast sky. Jake held me. We're doing right.
Eminencia.
But humanity nagged. Were they redeemable? I researched family therapy. Texas-style programs for generational trauma. Common in ranching communities where pride runs deep. Sent an olive branch letter. If you're open to counseling, we can talk boundaries. Mom's reply, we don't need shrinks. Just come home. Dead end. Then, a breakthrough. Dad called. Voice cracked. Emily, I failed you. Saw it that night with the vase. Should have spoken up. First admission ever. Actions?
Dad.
Not words. He sighed. Working on it. Lily thrived, but questions persisted. Why can't we all be friends? Therapy helped. Sometimes love means space. We volunteered at a local shelter, teaching her empathy. One day, she donated old toys. Like Hopper, but someone else needs them. Growth. Beautiful and bittersweet. As months passed, financial fallout hit them hard. The ranch struggled without my subsidies. Sarah got a steady job at a feed store. Whispers reached me. They were humbled. I felt a shift, not vengeance, but justice with mercy. Perhaps redemption wasn't impossible. The turning point came like a rare Texas rain, unexpected, refreshing. A mutual friend, our old pastor from church, mediated. They want to talk. Emily.
No lawyers.
Just coffee. I agreed. Neutral ground. A diner in town. Booths worn from years of rancher chats. Jake came for support. Lily stayed home with a sitter.
Mom. Dad.
Sarah arrived subdued, no bluster. Dad started. We were wrong. That night. I should have stopped it. Mom teared up. I was angry about the vase. But that's no excuse. I hurt Lily bad. Sarah nodded. I followed suit. Jealous. Maybe. Of your happy family. Admissions poured. Years of favoritism stemmed from their own pains. Mom's strict upbringing. Dad's silent regrets. We took it out on you, Mom said. And Lily paid the price. I listened. Guard up. Words are easy. Show change. They proposed. Family counseling through the church program. Free and local. We'll respect boundaries. No more demands. Tyler sent a drawing via Sarah. Him and Lily with rabbits. Sorry, scrawled. It melted me a bit. We agreed to sessions supervised. Gradual. First one. Tense. But honest. Therapist. A wise woman with a southern drawl. Unpacked layers. Favoritism poisons roots. Rebuild with equity. Mom admitted dismissing Lily as not real family. But she is to you. That's what counts. We discussed grief, how Lily's loss mirrored unresolved pains in our clan. Dad shared losing his brother young. Silence had scarred him. Progress was slow, like training a wild Mustang. They attended consistently.
No skips.
Apologies evolved. Mom wrote Lily a letter. I was cruel. Your mom's memory is sacred. Forgive me? Lily read it. Thoughtful. Maybe. We allowed supervised visits. Park picnics. Neutral. Tyler and Lily bonded over games. He apologized for the chase. I was mean. Won't happen again. Hopper stayed home. But Lily shared stories. He helps me remember good things. Mom listened.
No judgments.
Legally. We amended the order. Gradual lifting. with clauses for violations. Texas courts favor reconciliation if safe. Our judge approved. Smart move, kids need roots. But healthy ones. Financially, I didn't resume payments, but offered advice, budget classes at the co-op. Sarah took them, thriving at her job. Thanks for the push, she said. The ranch stabilized. Dad sold some land wisely. Drama lingered. Old habits died hard. One session. Mom slipped, but blood's thicker. Therapist cut in. Love stronger. We laughed. Tension breaking. Trin-tam elements emerged. In therapy, Sarah revealed a hidden resentment. Our parents will favored her. Felt guilty, but entitled. We reviewed it legally. Equalized shares. Transparency healed wounds. At home, Jake and I reflected. This is personnel, he said. Not weakness. Lily blossomed. Confident. Family's bigger now, but better. We hosted a small barbecue, our turf.
No basi smashed.
Just stories shared. Mom held Hopper gently. He's special. Tears flowed, but healing ones. Yet. Boundaries held. No overnights yet.
No demands.
It was drama with redemption, not full forgiveness overnight, but steps toward it. As sessions continued, I delved into my own role, enabling their behavior with money. Codependency, the therapist called it. I learned to say no without guilt, a West Texas lesson in self-reliance. Sarah opened up about single parenting struggles. We bonded over shared mom worries. Tyler and Lily's friendship grew. Playdates at the park. Teaching each other tricks. One day, Lily said, I forgive Grandma. But I'll remember. Wise beyond years. Dad fixed things literally, repaired a fence at our place. Symbolic. Mom baked Lily's favorite cookies.
No strines.
The family dynamic shifted. Less hierarchy. More equality. I felt lighter. The weight of resentment lifting like morning fog. But vigilance remained. We had an out plan if needed. Legally, everything documented, affidavits, agreements. It was clear. Protection first. This wasn't blind trust. It was earned redemption. In the end, our story wasn't just about breakage, it was about mending, piece by careful piece. The West Texas sun sets low, giving time for reflection. And that's what we did. Family counseling became routine, like branding season, necessary, sometimes painful, but strengthening the herd. Mom transformed most, volunteered at a grief support group, sharing her vase story anonymously. Helps me understand, she told me. Dad spoke up more, breaking his silence. Sarah built her life independently, even dating a kind mechanic.
Tyler grew kinder.
Influenced by Lily's resilience. We celebrated milestones together. Cautiously. Lily's 9th birthday, a ranch picnic. No drama. Hopper sat proudly. Scars badges of survival. He's like us, fixed but stronger, Lily said. I nodded. Heartful. The beach trip happened smaller. Just us and them. Boundaries intact. Waves crashed. Kids built sandcastles. Adults talked honestly. Thank you for giving us a chance, Mom whispered. Earned it, I replied. But the lesson was light. Woven gently. Forgiveness isn't forgetting. It's choosing peace over pain. Blood ties bind, but love chooses. In Texas, where land is vast and hearts resilient, we learned family evolves. Walking away opened the door to return, wiser.
Kinder.
Sometimes, the deepest wounds heal when you least expect, teaching that humanity bridges even the widest divides. Protect what matters. but leave room for growth. That's the real West Texas way. Reflecting back, the Trintam of our family secrets revealed more than financial tangles. It uncovered emotional vaults. Mom's favoritism stemmed from her own childhood neglect. Understanding bred empathy. We explored old letters, photos, piecing history like detectives. It humanized them, softening edges. Lily's therapist noted progress. She's secure now. Our home buzzed with joy. Jake's promotions. My co-op expansions. Community noticed. Friends said, "Y'all inspire." Challenges arose. A ranch crisis. Drought hitting hard. We helped modestly. No strings, advice. Not cash. They appreciated.
No entitlement.
Sarah's wedding. We attended. Harmonious. Tyler called Lily cousin. Full circle. The article lesson? Drama tests. But humanity redeems. In America's heartland, where grit meets grace, family isn't given, it's built. Repaired.
Cherished.
Choose love. Set boundaries. Embrace change. That's how wounds become wisdom.